Right now, we're being joined by Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo, who's a lawyer, columnist, and public affairs analyst. I was going to add the fact that you're a politician.
Yes, I am.
You are a politician. You are with the ADC, aren't you?
Absolutely.
So you haven't left the ADC?
No.
You're still very...
You just started.
Because there are people who have very strong doubts about the viability of this ADC, and they're unsure about what exactly it really means. Is it really a coalition? They had come out as a coalition, but it now appears that they're just a political party standing by themselves.
Oh, well, let me start by wishing our Muslim brothers and sisters happy Eid Maulud, and may the birth of Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him, bring us the birth of a better Nigeria. Thank you, viewers, for joining us. Now, you see, what happened with ADC is a novel thing. It has not happened before in Nigeria. So I understand why people mistake a whole lot of things. This is the first time in Nigeria the national executive of a political party, resigned and allowed a new executive party to take over on their own. So a coalition simply means alliance, to work together for a purpose, chose the party to use as their party henceforth. So it's not a merger. So the coalition is now dissolved into a political party. So it is not now like a coalition that parties, as in political parties, are going to work together. No. They have now dissolved into a political party. So it's now one party. I
understand that. But, right. I mean, and we've seen, because people have been asking questions, as a result of that, we saw the resignation of some prominent members of the PDP, for instance. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, who resigned his membership of the PDP. We saw David Mark, Senator David Mark, resigning his membership of the PDP. He's the chairman of this coalition of the ADC. We've seen a number of resignations, but we've seen other people, stay in their political parties, but say, I support the coalition. But there are questions as to if you're supporting this coalition, it would seem that you cannot be here and here.
Yeah. Well, basically, there is, strictly speaking, there is no more any party like PDP or LP. They are just existing in papers. Because whoever is in PDP is either supporting APC or ADC. That's what it is. If the leaders of PDP had come out openly to say they are supporting the presidential candidate of another political party, that's the end of a party. 2 years before the time of the election. So strictly speaking, there is no party except on paper. And parties are meant to be on the people, of the people.
Oh, you say there is no PDP and there's no Labour Party?
No, where are they? You are there when Enwike, who is supposed to be a leader of PDP, had told you openly that he was going to support the presidential candidate of another political party. So where is it? And he had told you that anything and anybody that goes against whatever he says, he will ignite fire in his state if he's a state governor. And he has told you that whatever he says is law. And in fairness to him, it has been like that. The Southeast, entire Southeast, say they preferred a secretary, Udokoye, for the political party. And if it's not given to them, they are going to leave PDP. Mike said, no, it has to be Samuel Anyang. And today is Samuel Anyang.
No, but he didn't just say that. This is not in his defense. You are a lawyer.
Absolutely.
He was standing on the basis of law to say you can't just remove somebody, you have to follow due process.
Now, let me state one thing. He maintained that position even before the Supreme Court gave judgment. And what the Supreme Court simply said in the judgment is that the political parties have the right to choose whoever they so choose. And the court has no jurisdiction to interfere in what any political party has decided. How does this judgment mean that it is now Samuel Anyang? Strictly speaking, as a lawyer. So you see, you have a way when you are the power broker to interpret the law to suit yourself. So be it. What about the other things he's saying? Is it not crude anti-party to say you're supporting the presidential candidate of another political party in the coming election? no reason. In 2023, he will pretend and purport that he had a reason. In 2027, what's the reason? And he has made it open. So there's no party like PDP. So PDP, by Wike, who is their leader, has already chosen their presidential candidate. Okay. And they have zoned the presidential ticket to him. And that's Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
I think that the PDP can defend themselves on this, but let's take...
No, I wish them well.
Let's take on the Labour Party.
Recall that some members of PDP have said that if you are in PDP and you are supporting APC, they also have the right to be in PDP and support another political party. They said it. That's why I say there is no party like PDP. And I mean it. And I reserve the right to maintain that stand. Because if PDP officially is sanctioning the people that have taken that stand and said they are not going to discipline them, that means they've condoned them. And condonation means you are an accomplice to it. So PDP as a political party has decided through condonation and being an accomplice to zone their tickets to President Ahmed Tinubu. I wish them well. So the only political party now...
That's the implication you read to that particular zone.
Absolutely, and I've given you empirical facts.
As I said, the PDP has a right to defend themselves.
I agree with you.
We'll wait to see that. So let us take a look.
So ADC is the only political party that is the opposition party.
No. You just dismissed the Labour Party.
They're not... Is there a Labour Party now?
As far as we know,
Yes. Remember I told you that they are existing on paper.
Yes,
you have up to 18 political parties.
The candidate of the Labour Party,
yes,
Mr. Peter Obi,
yes,
has not resigned his membership of the Labour Party.
Good.
He has said
2023.
Yes, he has said he supported,
yes,
the ADC, but we haven't seen him take the steps that former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has taken in support of the ADC. Do you think that, he's still considering what his chances are, especially when Vice President Atiku Abubakar says, oh, he's going to be contesting this 2027 general elections?
Very good. You just said that one cannot be here and here. I heard it from you when we started. So if he said he's supporting the ADC, permit me to say he cannot be here and there. So,
he can change his mind?
Well, you're sure.
He's allowed to change his mind?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so is it, as long as he has not changed
his mind?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you then totally rule out,
yes,
the Labour Party in the coming elections?
I am ruling out the Labour Party and whoever decides to run under Labour Party in the next election. Take my words for it.
Why?
Because it's not existing. Where are the structures? No ward executives, no local government executives, no polling unit executives,
Did they really
no state executives.
Did they have
now there's no national executive. And you think you can do wonders? And you alone, you are the only politician, the name is being thrown around. In politics, a tree does not make a forest. And in Nigeria, any one tree that is leading any political party, that forest is dead. Because even if you win, they will take it away from you.
Let's go to Lagos now. I understand my colleague Ayo has questions for you. Ayo.
Thank you, Malkwe. Well, still on that issue that you just spoke to, Mr. Okonkwo, you don't think that the obedient movement might take issues, with the issue, with what you have said now, that the candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, is the sole tree that making the forest of the Labour Party? Is that what you're saying? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Well, you said just now that it seems to you that Mr. Obi is the only tree that is making the forest of the Labour Party. On the one hand, there are those who would wonder whether or not the Labour Party would agree with you. On the other hand, whether or not you think the obedient movement might be on your side on that issue you just raised.
Well, first of all, you misquoted me a little bit, and thank God I've not left your studio. I said there is nothing like Labour Party existing anywhere except on paper. And I said no one person, no one politician can be a tree that can make a forest in democracy. Because democracy is about numbers. Democracy is about the majority. And I said, any one politician that decides to be alone, to be in a political party, is as dead as that politician. And I said, if any one politician decides to go the way of Labour Party in 2027, and he's the only one there, he will not make any impact at all. That's what I said. So anybody has the right to agree or disagree. But I'm telling you that in Nigeria, even if that politician wins and he's the only one in that political party, they will take it away from him and nothing will happen.
Well, the issue, one of the issues to raise with you then would now be to ask you, do you think Mr. Obi will remain in the Labour Party in the upcoming presidential election because he has said that he would contest, or you think he should leave?
Well, that question is hypothetical, and I am not a prophet to know what is going on in Peter Obi's mind. So when you see Peter Obi, kindly ask him that. As for me, I don't know. I don't speak for him.
It's because of what you said.
For now, he has not decided on any political platform he wants to run. And Ayo, if you have the spirit of clairvoyance, you can help me on that.
Well, the reason I asked that question actually is because of what you said. That on the one hand, the Labour Party doesn't really have strong enough structures to bear any candidate. As far as you're concerned, the Labour Party does not exist. So that raises the question. Okay.
They don't have any structure at all.
That's the basis of the question. Yeah, that's the basis of the question, Mr. Okonkwo. Do you think,
Yes.
I mean, given that he performed very, very well on the platform of that party without those structures, and I think Marco was trying to reference that, without those structures, he did very, very well in the last elections. So that's why I'm asking whether or not you think he should consolidate on the success he had in the last election with that particular Labour Party, or you think there is a chance that maybe he could jump ship?
Well, like I said, first and foremost, in 2023, we had our structure in Labour Party. We had the national executive, we had the state executives, we have the ward executives. Such structures do not exist anymore. And as you can know, as I'm talking to you today, even the national leadership of Labour Party is an issue. The INEC cannot even categorically tell you who they are, neither can anybody. So that's what I'm saying, that for now, they don't have any structures at all. And then you're asking me, do I think? And your question is hypothetical. So I'm not a prophet like I told you. You said, do I think that Peter Obi will run under Labour Party or not? And he has told you he supports ADC. And he has not told you any party he would want to run on. So I wouldn't know the answer to that question.
That's interesting.
Until he makes his decision and makes it clearer. If you recall, one reason I say I wouldn't speak for him is that I said I will not speak for a person that I do not understand his stand on important national issues. Now, I do not understand his stand on anything about 2027. So it's still a mystery that he would have to break. And
interesting,
that can do that.
Interesting that you are a member of the ADC and you know that both the ADC and the PDP are courting Mr. Peter Obi. Where do you think he has a better chance? This is just you thinking now, permutating based on your experience in politics.
Yes. Well, first and foremost, ADC is cutting every Nigerian without any special preference to anybody. Because in 2027, it's going to be the people of Nigeria against APC. And ADC is that alternative that they should have. We do not have any preference. Every Nigerian has equal importance to us. We are a party for the people. So when you say ADC is cutting, well, I'm telling you, we are cutting everybody. As I'm sitting here in this platform, I am cutting Maokwe, and I am cutting you also.
Okay, well, interesting angle,
Mr.
Okonkwo. Just a second. Interesting angle. Now, from what you and a host of other people built around Mr. Peter Obi in the run-up to the 2023 elections, you guys produced about 6 million votes. Now, you also said on this program so far that politics is a game of numbers. I don't have Mr. Peter Obi's numbers, and I'm not sure if Markwe has Mr. Peter Obi's numbers. Now, for a political party like the ADC, it's natural to expect that, okay, who has more political capital between the three of us? I would say it is Mr. Peter Obi, right? So do you think, should the APC adopt Mr. Peter Obi as its candidate for the 2027 elections, will you be on his side?
No. No. ADC is going to go into democratic, free, fair presidential primary election. And whoever emerges, the party will support the person against Tinubu in 2027. That is the democratic thing to do. You do not allocate tickets to people, you contest for tickets. Anytime any party makes the mistake of allocating tickets to people, those people, except it is by the consensus of all the candidates that want to contest, those people eventually go to waste the ticket. I give you an example. In 2023, Tinubu was the leader of APC. Yet APC could not allocate any tickets to him. He went in and contested and won in the primary and got himself very prepared for the exigencies of the general election. And with that capital by his side, with all the fellow contestants by his side, they were able to make INEC to pronounce Tinubu the winner of that election. So you need political elites, especially in Nigeria, as you need the people to vote for you.
Clearly, you are not in support of zoning.
Well, in 2027, I am not going to support zoning in ADC because the zoning arrangement now, especially as perpetrated by PDP, is a fraud.
So you have nothing against zoning?
No.
But you are not supporting it in 2027 for the ADC?
Absolutely. And one, it is because we are at this halftime of an incumbent that has run this country aground. And then, if you are in the opposition party, you cannot be talking about zoning your own ticket, because you need to get the best out of Nigeria to be able to fight an incumbent. But when there is no incumbent contesting, the issue of zoning makes more sense. Because as an opposition party, you will be shooting yourself in the leg to cut off any section, any zone from assessing your ticket, and you want to fight an incumbent.
Are you sure?
That political suicide.
Are you sure? Because you have not hidden your support for Vice President Atiku Abubakar, that you will be supporting him in the 2027 election should he decide to run. And I think he said he's going to run. But are you sure that he's reading the signals correctly? Because some people will say Mr. Peter Obi seems to get it more when he says that he will only do one term. Should he be given a ticket on any, he hasn't said what political party platform, but should he get a ticket to run, he only plans to do one term should he clinch that ticket.
Ironically, the issue of this one term, I heard it first even. I was the one who propounded it as a theory, saying that any party that is serious to fight an incumbent must have to say that whoever is going to contest should have to do one term, so that no side will feel cheated. So if you are a Southerner, if you don't agree to do one term, the Northerners will say you want to do another 8 years. That will offend the system. If you are a Northerner, if you don't agree to do one term, the Southerners will say, okay, that means you want to cut us short early in time. So I brought the theory as a way for any opposition party to inspire Nigerians to know that each side will not lose when they make any choice, whether north or south.
So how do you justify your new stance?
No, that's what I'm saying. So it was even Atiku Abubakar that first of all said he was going to do one term. Then Peter Obi now keyed into it, because he knows that if him as a younger person does not make that promise, he loses the entire north. So it's purely a political strategy to say, look, I am not going to cut the 8 years. I'm not going to shortchange you. So if I am elected, I will just do only 4 years to complete the 8 years of the South. So that's just the whole idea about it.
Well, zoning is a whole conversation by itself, and it's interesting as you understand these sensitivities that it portends, but we're totally out of time to discuss in this matter, Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo. I wish we had a little more time, but we really have to go. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. I hope you come again soon enough. Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo is a lawyer, columnist, public affairs analyst, and a politician. Thank you once more for coming on the program.